All right, here's the video that you wanted for the foundation portion of the house. So here's the beam that I was telling you about. This it's a 4x6 beam, and I put in these. I lashed these beams together. Here's the main beam that's supported by this concrete foundation in the house, and this part of the house has a foundation, but this part does not. This is just 8-inch wide by about, maybe it's 10 inches wide by about 8 inches thick of concrete, and it's not structurally supported. And what they did was, you'll see those blocks over there, and maybe you could kind of see in the other end. I don't know, you won't be able to see it. But what they did is they basically just stacked these blocks on top of this concrete and then just shimmed up to this beam all the way around. It was more like just a just a valance on the house or whatever. And so anyway, I put all those clips in there. You see those HL35 clips? I've clipped every corner there is with those to support this beam. And here's the concrete pads that we poured to support the center beams and level them out. And we got them clipped pretty good. But the problem is, if you look over there, you see that pad that I had my contractor pour, but for whatever reason he didn't carry the end here. And I'll walk outside to give you kind of an outside perspective of this. I'll just go to this side here. And so you can see we have a block in place. This block needs to come out right there. And then this concrete that I'm standing on needs to come out. But this is about 22.5 feet to the end there. And you can see how these blocks were done. I'm just going to go ahead and rip those all out. I'm going to jack it up and rip these out. And then I got to take out this concrete here. When we jacked on it, it lowered it down, because it just sunk it in the dirt. So we're going to need to come up with a solution to go ahead and re-support this. I'll go back down and just give you another look. And so the idea here is that, give you a look on this side too, is that I either make more of these little pads and even attach onto those blocks out there, cut the original concrete away, dig down, and pour another footing there and another footing over there, and maybe carry it in between a couple places, or just completely remove it and pour a footing. That over there is concrete along that wall. And that was just kind of a pour that we did to support that into the house. I don't think it was done all that great, but it was something to do. This, from when we started this house ballooned in complexities and all that. We originally were just going to level up the floor, and then what happened is we jacked the house up and it raised it off these concrete blocks so much, and also leveling it busted that concrete down, that we need to come up with a different solution. So I don't know if just making some more of these pads, which for sure would be the easier route for me, or if I need to go and completely rip out that whole thing and dig down and make a pour, and then when I get a pour in there, then post up. So hope this video helps you kind of guide me. These beams here that are going sideways, that aren't carried, or that are carried now, that's about 22.5 feet as well. So it's 22.5 feet that way and about 22.5 feet wide. So it's kind of a square structure. And I think what we did on the inside here is pretty good. Those are pretty substantial concrete pads we put in there, and the house hasn't settled much at all. But I just want to get this done. And here's another thing I need to have you look at while I'm doing this. Maybe I'll do it over here. So up in here, there really isn't I don't know if this is a beam or what it is. You know, you can't see, sorry. Maybe I can come here. I can't tell if this is just a piece of 2x material or if this is an actual beam. But whatever they did, when they did this house, I don't know if you can see, they notched out this beam, and these are all tied together with kind of mortised out and sandwiched together. That's why I put these clips in too, because I didn't like this just being hung in there. But this portion up here is not really tied to this beam. I'm not really too sure if I should just, you know, carry it here with a post or something, or try to pour in some concrete here and then put in something there, or how to tie these two in. It's just, I know the light's not good for you to see, but it's kind of a hokey deal. It is sitting on this concrete, of course, but I don't know if there's any forces this way, or how to anchor this joist to this, or there's no real good way to do it. But anyway, I'll send this video to you, and hopefully you can kind of glean from what I'm doing here. And I need to repost up here too, carry this a little bit. This is what they got going on there, just these old posts. But okay, there we go.